When I was young, my father gave me the best advice I've ever received. He usually did this after 1, 2, 3 bottles of wine. Nevertheless, it was a powerful tip for overcoming fear. And I'm going to share this diamond advice with you through a little story. This story takes place about 5 years ago. Me and my friend were walking in a shopping mall, and we passed this little perfume store. As we passed, my eyes wandered inside the store. And there she was. She had long, luscious, wavy black hair, pearly white teeth, like the Colgate commercial, and these huge, massive, captivating eyes. All I could think was, she's amazing. What I tend to do, and I don't know about you guys, I create an entire fictional story inside my head. We were married. We had 2 kids. And a little fluffy dog named Sebastian. Who I didn't want to call Sebastian anyway. But she thought it was cute, so whatever she wants. While the story's taking place in my head, my friend is talking to me. Blah, 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 gibberish. I don't know what he was saying. For all I knew or cared, he said, "Here's the 4-digit code to my bank account." My Ferrari sheets? Whatever. I was making out my fictional wife. She's a great kisser. After a while, my friend gets a little agitated and annoyed. So he challenges me. He says, "Nothing. If you're so love-struck that you haven't listened to me in the last 5 minutes, you better go speak to her." The mere thought of that made me nervous. My heart was pounding like a drum. I just could think of all the possible outcomes of approaching her. A, she ignores me and walks away. B, the giant security guard is her boyfriend. And he gives me a wedgie in the middle of the store. Or C, she freaks out, sprays perfume into my eyes, and leaves. That's when my father and his golden advice popped into my head. He said, holding a bottle of wine, "Not 20. Whenever you feel fear," it's not even open. "You should make 2 lists. First list," where are you? The first list, what happens if you don't do something? The second list, what happens if you do something? And then you compare them and you choose the smart one. They say you should never follow a drunk man's advice. In this case, I should just give my father more alcohol. Becomes a genius. So I made 2 lists. What happens if I do approach her? I either get her phone number, or I get covered in Armani cologne all over my face. Solid deal. If I don't approach her, my friend will annoy me for the rest of the day. And worse, I'll be thinking about me, the perfume girl, our kids, and our stupid little dog's house. But after that, I felt a lot more zen. I was in a meditative state. So I went for it. I aimed straight for that perfume store. And as I did, everything was suddenly in slow motion. It was like the Matrix. My Spider-Man senses turned on, and I could even hear the smallest pin fall from the other end of the mall. I even checked to see if the security guard had a taser on him. Just in case, because you never know. 15 minutes later, I came out. I didn't have perfume in my face. The security guard did not give me a wedgie. And I had a phone number in my hand. Fireworks were shooting inside my head. There was confetti everywhere. A sea of people popped champagne. Rocky Balboa music was playing in the background. It was amazing. Great party. It turns out, after that, Sarah and I dated. And it was all because I didn't bow down to irrational fear. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you're afraid of doing something, take my drunk father's advice. What happens if you do something? What happens if you don't do something? Compare them and then choose the winning list. That's how I overcome my fears. And I hope the same works for you too.